Preventative strategies can be used to help children be successful in their everyday lives. Individuals working with a child or youth with an ASD diagnosis can use these techniques to support the child or youth in accomplishing day-to-day activities and reduce the amount of inappropriate behaviors. Preventative strategies that increase the likelihood of a child achieving the appropriate response include priming strategies and visual strategies. We all like to know what is happening throughout our day and our week. We have built-in reminders to help us get through our days so there's no stress-inducing surprise. This includes appointment reminders, sports game cancellation notifications, meeting reminders, even a spouse reminding you to pick up the kids or get dinner tonight. Priming is a preventative strategy. It allows the child to preview information or activities that will be occurring in the near future. Rituals and predictability are highly important to a child with autism. Priming adds a level of familiarity and predictability to a new experience. Parents and caregivers may find that it reduces difficult behaviors induced by change. Priming is a useful strategy for increasing the child's comfort level in a new situation, as well as providing information about the expected actions of the child. This information should help to reduce the child's anxiety or stress, and in turn decrease the occurrence of inappropriate behaviors. Benefits of using priming. Priming provides the child or youth with information such as what is happening today, what is not happening today, what is the order of the events for the day, what is changing, when is it time to stop an activity and move to another one, and what is expected of the child. Priming strategies can support children by addressing their difficulty with consecutive memory and the organization of time. So for example, what's going to be after what I'm currently doing? It can assist a child or youth with language comprehension problems to understand what is expected of them. It can decrease surprises and reduce anxiety or stress. So it allows them to know what is ahead of their day, maybe what is changing. So for example, maybe school's closed that day, or you have a dentist appointment today, or mom is working. It can also assist the child or youth in transitioning independently between activities and environments by telling them where they are to go next. Visual strategies. All of us have visuals within our day-to-day lives that we use to help throughout our day. Things like alarm clocks, caller IDs, washroom signs, stoplights. Visual strategies are used to help a child or youth with an ASD diagnosis to better receive information. There are many benefits for using visuals. It can help with communication breakdowns, which can be a core cause of problems in social interactions, education, performance, and behavior. Children with Autism Spectrum Disorder are visual learners, meaning they understand what they see rather than what they hear. Visuals can assist a child or youth in processing language, organizing their thinking, remembering information, and many other skills necessary to participate effectively. They are permanent and can be reviewed if needed. Visuals give information so a child or youth can quickly and easily clarify. It can support transitions between activities and going places, and it may also reduce anxiety and encourage independence. We can apply visuals and priming strategies in many different ways. Some that we will talk about include schedules, routines, and calendars, offering choice, using a first-then board, as well as a rule board. A first-then approach can be very beneficial for children with an ASD diagnosis when there is something that they do not want to do, or in other words, a non-preferred activity. When using this visual strategy, it's important to individualize it to the child. This could be using pictures, or real objects, or words. The important thing is the first that you are going to show always needs to be the activity that you want the child to do. This could be the non-preferred activity. The then section always needs to be followed by the preferred activity or item or event. In the example provided, the first is to get ready to go outside. The then is you get your fidget toy. The more preferred the then section is, the more likely you're going to have the child do the first section, which is really the non-preferred activity that you're trying to have the child achieve in order for them to earn the reward. Next, we're going to look at offering choice. This strategy promotes acceptable asking. It improves communication effectiveness and understanding. It provides a reliable way of what is currently available, and it can support in reducing inappropriate behaviors. Choice may be embedded into the child or youth's day in various ways depending on their ability and what you have access to. Items that are available may be held up or laid out. For example, do you want a car to play with or a ball? If a child or youth can read, you can consider writing out a list of choices as well. Here is an example of a visual choice board. It is of backyard play. It has options of various activities for the child to choose from, and it can then be placed on a visual schedule that we'll show you in a minute. This can support the child for processing, knowing what is being asked of them, what is coming next, and it can incorporate their interests for the day. Visual schedules are also great priming strategies. As you can see in this example, the choices for the outside or yard play has been placed on a visual schedule. This allows for predictability and in turn will keep the child interested and engaged in having fun. As you can see on the visual schedule, the last picture is a visual priming support. It is added there at the very end to support with what comes after the outside time, which is coming inside and having lunch. This visual information and priming will help to reduce the child's anxiety and stress, create predictability, and in turn decrease the occurrence of inappropriate behaviors. A calendar is also a great preventative visual strategy. It can tell a child or youth what is changing and when it will take place. In the example provided, there is no school one day, as well as a haircut. Calendars can be very individualized for children or youth. Some examples could be when mom or dad is working, when the school is closed, when there's a doctor or a dentist appointment may happen. It can also be when the respite provider is coming over. A calendar can also be used to tell a child when something is not happening. So for example, soccer's canceled this week, but it will be occurring next week. It really helps to show the child when it will occur and when it won't occur. By using these strategies, such as a visual calendar, we're hoping to reduce anxiety, increase predictability, thus decreasing maladaptive behavior. Rules are used to support a child or youth with understanding what is expected of them. By providing rules before the day or an event or an activity can help a child understand what is expected of them during that time. They also may be used as a visual reminder if required. Rules may include bathroom rules, backyard rules, going to the grocery store. It's important to highlight your rules in a positive manner rather than a negative. So for example, a rule of hold on to my ball while in a car instead of don't throw the ball in the car. Just like all visuals, it's important to individualize it to the child's needs. This may include using words, pictures, or sound output. By providing rules in a visual format allows you to bring them along with you on your outing or event. They can also be shown again during your event or activity if the child needs it. These are just a few preventative strategies that can be geared to any child that you work with. In turn, you are creating predictability, you're helping to relieve stress and anxiety, thus decreasing maladaptive behaviors. When using these strategies as a preventative approach, you are helping your child be successful in their everyday lives.